So you could also look at the data privacy regulations that they have. And maybe you have a right to be forgotten. There are companies that only save their logs for 7 days. Maybe you just need to wait. So generally, be careful when being a data traveler. This also applies to our friend Alberto from Uruguay, who at the afternoon was on his computer with his girlfriend, and he was looking at a cloud. And he said, "Oh well, health data. Have they got an admin? Oops. Oops." You see, that was the oops. So he wrote a mail to CERT Uruguay, central authority of the country. This is about health records. And he received very fast a response by the director of CERT. So they took this very seriously. Maybe this wasn't so dramatic because the hacker wasn't really about to do anything, so this was maybe not that bad. For him, this was over. He had notified CERT, they had taken responsibility, they will deal with this. Alberto was to carry on with his life as normal, but then, after 1 year, he realized that, well, they closed the admin, but now they have unauthenticated file access. So maybe I'll just go and notify CERT. Again, some time passed, about 2 years of silence. He had already forgotten about this. And then the company that has those health records, they get an email from somebody saying, "Give us Bitcoin." And the person blackmailing them said that they had the health records, and if they wouldn't transfer 15 Bitcoins in a certain amount of time, they would go to the press and publish the information of all people who are HIV positive. I'm not sure the press would have been interested, but the police was certainly interested. You always need to think about the police. You can identify them by these hats. There is a star at the front of the hat, so just so you don't forget. So somebody wants Bitcoin now. And again, for a while, nothing happens. And then Alberto's door is kicked in. His house is searched. Again, brute force attempt, as we know it. And now this happens. The police can't believe their eyes when they enter this apartment, because they find so many interesting things that they will say at a later press conference and talk about this and sort of exhibit all their findings. Look like this in the picture. Stacks of credit cards, blank credit cards, tend to not make the best impression. This is true for the supermarket, but also in your cupboard when the police comes around. Also card readers. So they set this up very nicely. Cards, card readers, everything. Question would be if the police actually thought about OPSEC and maybe censored the credit card numbers. We're never going to know. And of course, what you find at any hacker's or criminal's house, what do you find? Of course, the mask of Anonymous. So they find the mask, they also exhibit it. We don't have a mask with us. Strategic concerns and strategic money reserves. And very telling, they found Bitcoin. Very telling.
Und die wollte der Erpresser ja haben.
And that's what the blackmailer wanted. So, case closed. 1 and 1 Bitcoin added up together.
Verhör, ein paar Drohungen.
So, questionings, threats, police incompetence, And what Alberto does is confessing falsely, hoping that during the following procedures he would meet competent people, but that hope was wrong. He spends 8 months in jail, in prison, and he is left out on bail at the moment. He's very sure that he didn't do this because after responsibly disclosing information, you don't send a blackmail. Especially if it says, please transfer 15 bitcoins to the following account without actually giving the account or the wallet number. So as we have poked some fun at Alberto, we actually contacted him and he had to say a few things, and we welcome him to our video screen.
After spending 8 months in prison, I have to tell you that I learned many things. One of them was that I should know how to manage the truth. When, who, where, how much information you share are key elements in order to stay out of trouble. After hearing my story, people tell me that the learning is that they should not report security incidents. And for me that is sad. Report them. I don't report them anymore because I was forced to. And that is the way that I manage the truth in my case. I hope to be there next year and share with you the outcome of my experience, which is crazy. So guys, keep on hacking.
Also das Gerät, mit dem
So the device that he was holding in the video that looked like an ISM jammer is just a very sad misunderstanding, because the police hadn't taken it when they searched his house, as well as 30 hard drives, and he doesn't get those devices back because the police are saying that this would take way too much time to look at everything. So what we learn is it kind of makes sense to keep 127001 as a